Hey, shalom. This is Elder Craig. Welcome to WONI Music. Today, I'm sitting here talking to a very unique individual. He's a blessing to me, and I know he's a blessing to Yasharel. Please welcome Makabi Yashar.
Shalom, my brother.
Shalom, 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 shalom.
Yes, sir.
As always, it's a blessing to see you and meet with you and talk with you and to see what Yah's going to do tonight as we talk.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Listen, I just want to read something from your bio because I think it's important.
Okay.
It says, Makabi brings decades of musical experience and spiritual leadership. From church musician to minister of music, youth pastor, senior pastor. In 2021, he walked away from religious tradition and he's now awakened to the Most High. Hallelujah.
Yes, sir. Hallelujah.
Okay. Share with us, if you may, about that experience, where you were, what your transition was, and where you are now.
Oh man, that's a lot, Elder Craig.
Okay. Just share what you can.
Well, in a nutshell, I'm trying to make it as short as possible. Even when I was in organized religion, I always felt something wasn't right. I couldn't put my finger on it. I was the oddball out. I didn't fit in. Even though I come from a lineage of preachers, my father was a pastor, my grandfather was a pastor. So, and my whole family has just been involved in religion. So, and I know a lot of people that can relate to that. But I was among the elites. So, I mean, as far as like, I was always around bishops, apostles, because of my, my skill set that the Most High gave me. So it afforded me to be around people of very high esteem, and that was on the top of their game in religion. So, but still, even when I became senior pastor, I was teaching things that other pastors wasn't teaching. Like, we are the people of the book. I would share videos with them in church service, showing them different videos about how, we are the people of the book. I couldn't prove it at that time when I was pastoring, but I just knew we were. But every day, not every day, but every Sunday, when before I would preach, I would always say this. I would say, my desire is to know the truth, to live according to the truth, and to preach the truth. And in doing so, I will bring glory and honor to God through the words that I speak, the life that I live, and the deeds that I do. That was my declaration every Sunday morning before I ministered. And I believe that the Most High heard that declaration. And he said, you really want to know the truth? You really want to know, me? So things started happening that kind of pushed me out of religion. I started to be uncomfortable. My wife started to be uncomfortable. And so we were kind of forced out by the Ruach HaKodesh. Didn't know it was the Ruach HaKodesh. We just knew it was Holy Spirit, but we were kind of pushed out of that. And it was, I didn't know what to do because all I've known all my life was religion. That's all I've ever known. Everything I knew about the Most High was through religion. So what do I do now? I knew that I didn't like what I was seeing in Christianity. I knew I didn't like it. I knew something was wrong with it. How can people say they love the Messiah and you're still sinning and you're still doing this stuff and act like it's okay, it's cool? Well, all I gotta do is just ask God to forgive me, and it's no good. But you keep doing it, And I think it was Shaul that said, should we continue in sin that grace may abound? God forbid. So I would see that, and I would just, I don't know, I just didn't fit in. But I thank the Most High for pulling me out
Right.
of what I call the matrix, what a lot of people call the matrix, pulling us, waking us up, pulling us out of that, and letting us see reality, and letting us see Him outside the lens or the scope of religion. And when I say religion, I'm talking about Islam, Christianity, Hinduism, because one thing that the Most High revealed to me is this: the traditions of man is religion. That's what the tradition of man is. It's religion. Anything that he has established, that's it.
Right.
Yahuwah have never established any religion.
Right.
He only established covenants. That's what he does. He had a covenant with our forefather Abraham. He had that same covenant with Isaac. He had a covenant with Noah. He made a covenant with Yasharel. And then in the latter days, he said, I'm gonna have a renewed covenant with my people, Yasharel and Yahudah. And then in the last days, when he comes and sets up the New Jerusalem, it's going to be a covenant of peace. So the Most High only deals with covenants. He's never dealt with religion. And it's just like just a light bulb just went off. I'm like, wow, that is so true. He only deals with that. So my transformation from that was like a slow process of me unlearning Christianity, unlearning what they taught me, what I grew up in, what I knew, and relearning the truth. And that's a hard thing to do, especially if you've been in a leadership position, because you don't want people to think, oh, you up there leading, you ain't know nothing. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I felt. I thought I knew the truth. I really had no clue. I really had no clue at all. I was just spewing out what I have heard. And I was spewing out what they taught us in seminary. Because I went to seminary. But they don't teach you nothing.
Right.
They don't teach you the truth. They're not going to tell you you're the chosen people. And all you have to do is just go back to Most High and keep His commandments. And yeah, they didn't teach us that because we were learning from people who did not know Yah themselves. And so
they didn't know. They didn't know themselves. There was no relationship. It was just religion.
It was religion. It was religion.
Right. Right.
So I mean, so with that being said, I can never go back to that. And my wife and I, we talk about this all the time. It's so much freedom. You're so free when you come out of Christianity, when you come out of Islam, when you come out of Hindu. Although all that pressure from religion, that's why the Messiah says, "Whom the Son have set free is free indeed." There are no chains. There's nothing. See, religion puts weight on you. And I think the Messiah talked about that in Matthew, I think the 23rd chapter, when he was talking about them rabbis and Pharisees and scribes. So a lot of that is really a weight and a burden on you every week. If people will be honest, that's in Christianity right now, they would be honest. They're not happy. They're not happy. They're really not happy. You don't find happiness and joy until you serve Yahuwah directly, unfiltered.
Wow.
That is the most refreshing thing. I had four albums out. I had 4 projects out. And my family, my friends that have heard my new stuff since I have become Makabi Yashar said, your stuff sounds way better now. It's more depth. It's more, it's way better than what you did when you was Mark A. Smith. And I believe that because it was almost like the Most High really poured into me once I came into the truth. And when I realized who I was, he didn't want to waste that on Christianity.
Yes.
He wasn't going to allow Christianity to get the best of me.
Right.
He saved the best of me for himself.
Yes.
Yeah. So I mean, and I love that because he the one that made me. He the one that gave me the melodies. He the one that gave me the lyrics. So I can't take any credit. And he knew even when I was in Christianity, I always gave him the glory. I never took the praise from the Most High, even when I was in Christianity. So now that I know the truth, I know who I am. I know how I'm supposed to be as far as Yasharel. Hey, man, I'm going to give the Most High 110, 150%, everything I have. So that's why everything I put out, it has to be high quality because I'm representing the King of Kings. I'm representing the Most High.
Yes.
And if people have that mindset, man, I don't care if it takes you 6 months to put out a song. Don't put it out until it is right. Michael Jackson had that kind of attitude. Quincy Jones had that kind of attitude. Those men, they were perfectionists. They were like, we're not going to put it out until it is right. But we come into God or Christianity or whatever you want to call it, and we just have this nonchalant, that's what got Cain killed. See, that not Cain killed, but that's what got Cain in trouble because that's why the Most High didn't accept his offering because it was half baked. You know what I'm saying? You bringing me secondhand stuff. We don't even like secondhand stuff. So what make you think the Most High wants secondhand stuff? So I really wanted to give the Most High my best. So when I made that transition, I knew I had to just change a lot of stuff.
Yes.
And change my thinking. So I didn't just put stuff out immediately. I did some studying. I did a lot of reading. You know, I have the Sefer Bible. I have the Scriptures Bible. So I've been doing a lot of studying and I had to reprogram myself, and the Most High had to take a lot of stuff out of me that was in me. So that's a process. That's a lot. You know, and I hope I answered your question, but but it was a process to really to get through that.
Let's go to the song, your recent song, "Keep Me."
Yes, sir.
That's Psalms 19:13.
And 13.
Correct.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now,
yes, sir.
I want you to tell us about that song.
Well, my wife and I had been married, I want to say about 12 years. And we was having a discussion. And I said, sweetheart, the only way I'm able to stay faithful to you is through God. It's like, what you mean? she got ultimately hot, I said, it's not that you're not pretty. It's not that you're not fine. You're all of that in a bag of chips. But so is other women. And man, just naturally, us in the flesh, we want whatever we see, whatever our eyes see. So I had to tell her, because of the Most High, am I able to be faithful? Because I fear him. Joseph was able to be faithful to the Most High, even when temptation came his way, because he said, if I do this thing, I'm sinning against God. And even David said, against you, Yahuwah, have I sinned, and you alone. So I told her that, and I realized in that moment that the only way I'm able to not sin, not transgress the law, is if the Most High keep me. I had no idea of Psalms 19 and 13 when I wrote this song. All I knew was I wanted the Most High to keep me from doing things that displease him. I know he didn't make us to be robots. I know he gave us free will. But my free will is I want you to keep me. I don't want to be left to myself. Because if I'm left to myself, I find myself doing things, thinking things, saying things that would displease you. So I want you to keep me, guard my tongue, guard my eyes, guard my ears, because I don't want to see the wrong thing. I don't want to speak the wrong thing. I don't want to hear the wrong thing, because it will affect my ruach. And then my ruach get affected. It will eventually go out into my flesh, and I'll do things that I should not be doing. And so when my wife understood that, she said, I understand what you're saying. And so we both say it now. You know, it started off as well, you know what I'm saying? The reason why I'm not cheating, whatever, because God is keeping me. But it goes for anything. Anything that goes against the Most High, I want him to keep me from that. Keep me from idolatry. Keep me from promiscuous sins. Just like Psalms 19:13 says. When you keep me from these things, then I will be upright. Then, and only then will I be upright. And he's the only one that can keep you. He will send his angels to guard you and block you from certain things. You know what I'm saying? Even when you try, you know, I don't know if you've seen that movie. What was that movie? About the prayer warrior. The old woman was a prayer warrior.
Yes,
and the young woman was going. What was it? What's it called?
I don't have it, but I know it. I know exactly.
But so the old woman was teaching the young woman how to pray instead of arguing with her husband. Pray, and so he had planned this little rendezvous with this girl he was trying to get with, but it failed to go through.
Right.
That was the most, as she was praying, the Most High was intervening because of her prayers, and kept that from happening. So all I'm saying is, I don't need my wife to pray that. I'm praying that myself. I wanna be the man that Yahuwah have destined me to be. And so only he can keep through his Ruach HaKodesh can help enable me to be that man. Right. You see what I'm saying? So that song comes from a longing and a desire, a prayer to keep me, because I know I can't do this by myself. I can't. I just can't. Wow. That's why many people fall, because they think they can do it. Yeah. You can't do it.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. And that's what I believe Yah wants you to impart into us, all of us. For all have sinned and come short of the glory of Yah, all of us. And the only way to continue and to be in his holiness and his righteousness is for him to keep us.
Yes. So the free will part of it is, do you want to be kept? To me, that's the free will part, because some people don't want to be kept. I want to keep on doing what I'm doing. Okay. Our forefathers in Joshua, I think it's the 24th chapter, the last chapter, Joshua said, who you going to serve? Choose you this day whom you going to serve. And what did they say? We too will also serve Yahuwah.
And that was the confirmation to the oath, to the covenant.
Yeah. But see, the thing about it is, people miss what Joshua said after they said that. Joshua said, you can't serve Yahuwah. Because their initial response was, we also will serve Yahuwah. Meaning, they were going to not neglect Yahuwah because he did all these wonderful things for them. Like most of us believe today, oh, I'm going to serve the Lord. I'm going to serve Yah. You know what I'm saying? But they don't want to give up their idols. So they wanted to serve Yahuwah as well as their idols. That's why Joshua said, you can't serve Yahuwah. Because Yahuwah, after doing good to you, he's going to punish you. Then after that, they said, we will serve Yahuwah. So people want to keep on serving and doing what they're doing at the same time serving Yahuwah. You can't do that. So our prayer need to be, I want you to keep me so I can serve you and you alone. I don't need to be going off serving no other idol gods, serving my own pleasure, my own flesh. It needs to be about you. We talk that talk all the time, every week. It's all about Yahuwah. But when it comes down to it, is it really all about Yahuwah? Your character and your actions will prove if it's about Yahuwah or not.
The fruits.
I'm gonna give you an example. Yahuwah brought to my attention about the gifts that he gives us. Freely he gives these gifts to us. So freely we should give. So I changed on my website, I changed my songs from being a price to being a donation. Whatever you want to give, that's fine, because I don't want to charge people for this gift that he gave me freely. I didn't do anything to deserve it, because you wouldn't be enjoying none of the songs that you hear if it wasn't for him using me. So how can I charge for something I got freely?
Wow.
so I and I just recently did that. And I'm not telling all the other artists to do that. That's just me. That's just me. When he sent the disciples out, he says, you heal, you set free, pray for them and do all these things for them. Freely you have received. Freely you give.
Yeah.
So he empowered them to do some things that they could have made money off of. Sure. They could have made money off of, because he gave them power to cast out demons. He gave them power to heal the sick. You know how many people would give money to heal their loved one? So he give us these gifts. What we do with them is a whole nother story.
Right.
That's where the will come in at.
That's
okay,
right.
So do you really want to serve me? Do you really want to be kept? Do you really love me? If that's the case, then you would neglect a lot of stuff. Now, a lot of people don't agree with me. That's your job. That's your way of living. That's your income. Yahuwah would take care of me. Matter of fact, I may make more money through donations than I'm trying to charge people.
Right.
But the thing about it is, where's your heart?
Right.
Where does your heart lie in the situation?
Right.
So I'm not doing this to get rich. I'm not doing this to get money. I'm doing this so that people like yourself, others that hear, keep me because I want to be kept. I want that to be a part of their everyday conversation with the Most High. Yes. That melody that the Most High gave me, I want them singing that melody. Yeah. I want them. That's payment enough for me. You know what I'm saying? That's the blessing right there, because I was a vessel that he used to pour his ruach in somebody else. I'm just a vessel.
Yes. Right. So, yeah. Wow. Wow. I have nothing else to say. And I don't need to say anything else, because you're doing exactly what Yah's put in your heart to do. This is the mission that he's giving you, and you're just carrying out the mission. You're being the vehicle, the vessel, the transference from him to you, to us, to the world.
Yes, sir.
So
and I know, Elder Craig, I know my purpose as far as my songs. I think we've talked about this before. Every Yasharel artist have their thing, their ministry. Just like different churches have different types of ministry that they focus on. Some churches are mission driven. Some churches are more or less praise driven. They just got different ministries and different groups of people what they focus on. But I believe my mission is to write songs and to do songs that show us how we should live as Yasharel. Yeah. Other artists are telling us that we are Yasharel and who we are in the covenant, and we're the chosen, we're the elect, we're Yah's people. And that's great. And because a lot of them helped me when I was in transition, you know what I'm saying? Lorvins is one, you know what I'm saying? Zamar Yasharel, these guys, was the married couple, Asaph and Leah. I think I hope I'm not fucking their name up. But these artists have helped me, have ministered to me. I like that Toda, you know what I'm saying? By how you pronounce the name? Asaph and Leah and Leah.
Asaph and Leah.
Asaph. Thank you. Asaph and Leah. Yeah. I love this song Toda. You know what I'm saying? I play that all the time. So these people have actually helped me in my transition. And so my thing is to come in and do what Yah called me to do,
Right.
and do the ministry that he called me to. It's not that, see, we can admire somebody else and want to be like them. And that's not what y'all's calling us to do. You can admire somebody, but be true to yourself. Be who you are, so that our community as Yasharel can have a variety
Right.
of stuff.
Yeah.
I just recently worked with Jamal the Trunk Rattler. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so he's on one of my tracks I'm getting ready to release called I'm Not the Same. And that brother, he brought it, man, I tell you. So, and I'm working with some other people. So I want to work with our people and stuff like that, so we can have a variety of different sounds and flavors and stuff like that.
And I'm gonna do all I can to help you out.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Jamel's a good friend. He doesn't live too far from me.
Really?
Yeah. He used to live in Mississippi.
That's right. That's right.
But now he's living in the same town I am, which is Allen, Texas. He's a good brother. He's a good brother. But listen,
yeah, he's a cool guy, man.
Yes, he is.
He's a smooth brother.
Yes, he is. Yes. But listen, I'm going to conclude this. But I just want to say to the WONI listeners, we are ministers through music, most of us. And even if you're not, Yah has something for you to do. So don't struggle with getting it done. Just make sure that you're allowing him to keep you.
Yes.
So that you can do what he's called you to do.
Yes.
And that's my word from Yah to you. And when you listen to this interview, just pray and ask the Ruach to penetrate your heart, to close your mind, so that his spirit, his Ruach, can do a work in you, so that you can deliver whatever message he has to someone else.
Yes.
I'm Elder Craig with the WONIRadio Network, particularly WONI Radio. Yah bless you and keep you, and be in peace. Shalom.
Shalom.
I woke up this morning with a mind to do right, and I said to myself, on this day I'll do right. But as the day goes by, I soon realize that it's easier said than done. So I steal away, find a good hiding place, and fall to my knees and cry out, help me please. For there is no way I can go through my day without your anointing. I know I would fail, so keep me, 'cause I wanna be, I want to be, for I know I just can't do this by myself. For I am weak, yeah. So grant me your power, oh my. Now I've gotta be a fool to say that I am strong enough to face life tests and trials. I'm just not strong enough. But I'm glad I know Yahuwah above, through whom there is nothing too hard. So I trust in him, for I know he'll see me through all the ups and downs, the good and bad. I know he'll bring me through. So I lift my hands in total praise to the one who is able to keep me this day. I wanna be kept by you. I already know I just can't do displease you, my young. Keep me, I wanna be kept right now. I know I just can't. Oh no, I'm weak. I am weak, but through you, so grant me your power. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yes I do. I know there's no way, no way, no way. No sir. But so grant me your power. Oh yeah. Keep me, yeah. I know. I really can't do this by myself. For I am weak, but through you I'm strong. So grant me your power, so I can keep on holding on.